Hey, what's happening, family? It's your man, Mark Black. You know what time it is. Welcome to Sucka-Free Saturday. Today we're going to talk about a subject that has been weighing on me this last week. We also are going to have the lines open so you guys get a chance to call in, speak your piece, right? But before we get started, as per usual, make sure you check the links out in the description field of the video. A lot of good resources there. Also, if you haven't done so, consider becoming one of my Patreons, right? There's a link to my Patreon also in the description. If you find what I do to be valuable, if you find the information salient, $5 a month will support it. Again, no pressure. I'm going to keep doing the work regardless of whether or not you pay or whatever. So don't feel like you got to be pressured to do it. I know a lot of us is going through it right now. But if you have it and you feel like you want to contribute it surely would be appreciated. So before I get started, as per usual, I'm going to go through and issue my greetings. Darker Visions is in the house. My esteemed brother CRU Reality is in the house. Esteemed brother Double C is in the house. Emmanuel Spataro said, break out the peppers and salsichi. I don't know what that means, but you in the house. Welcome. Brother Michael, welcome to the broadcast. Made in Dade is in the house. Back to the basics, definitely in the house, and I appreciate you. Please consider it. Be definitely appreciated. Brother Black Man, what it do, fam? Miss Denny is in the house. DJ Blue is in the house. Adreek, I see you, fam. Welcome to the broadcast. So let us have a discussion today, fam. The title of today's broadcast is No Justice, Peace Anyway. And before you overthink it, before you wonder if Brother Black is being clever, shout out to beloved sister Miss Kwame, by the way. Welcome to the broadcast, sister. It's good to see you. Before you wonder if I'm, overthinking it or I'm trying to be clever or whatever the case may be, no. Fam, for the first time in a long time, today's broadcast title represents exactly what the fuck I mean. No justice, peace anyway. Thank you, Miss Denny. I appreciate the love. So, yes, thank you, Miss Kwame. I feel pretty good. A little heart sick. But you guys are going to see that today. And hopefully we can kind of share that if you feel the same way. And we can get back to a place that we need to get back to. So let us analyze a bit what's been going on the last week or so.
Speak your speech.
In the last week, what we've seen, fam, is the veil of bullshit regarding so-called law enforcement, police, 12, Eagle Eye, one time, the pigs be pulled right from over they porcine asses. Our brother George was murdered by those 4 pigs in broad daylight in Minneapolis, held down by 3, and one placing his knee on his neck until our brother met his demise. Namaste and B1 to my brother John, by the way. Welcome to the broadcast. And with that information coming out to us, family. Yep, 5-0, right? With that information coming out to us, family, we went the fuck off. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. It was as brazen a killing as we've seen in a long time. This man killed our brother just knowing that there was going to be no consequences. He was bold, daring in his crushing of our brother's neck on the pavement. And we got outraged. We got mad. Black Magic Peace, sister. I see you. Welcome to the broadcast. And so, as per usual, we got out there in the streets. Shout out to my brothers and sisters in Minneapolis. They got out there in the motherfucking streets. Now, I'm one of the only people that I've heard keep it a full-on buck about the reality of the circumstance. While our brothers and sisters in Minneapolis got out there in the streets, they wasn't intending on fucking shit up. At least, not right away. Right? Not immediately. They went out there to do what we always do in these particular circumstances. They went out there to mourn. They went out there to confab, to comfort each other, to protest. But they didn't go out there really to fuck nothing up. They didn't go out there with the full-on intention of handing these motherfucking cops in Minneapolis their asses. That's right, Christopher. This motherfucker was so calm, so easygoing. He had his hand in his pocket like this was just another day at the goddamn office when he killed our brother. But we didn't account for the fact. Yes, sir. Welcome. It's been long. Too long. We didn't account for the fact that our brother's horrible murder at the hands of these four slime would have an effect on people other than us. And I get it, fam, because the fact is in America, we used to neglect as a people. We used to people seeing us die. We used to people seeing us get fucked up and not really give too much of a shit about it. But this murder was so fucking brazen, so bold, so obvious that you had people from places we didn't even expect chime in on this shit. Fam, you had Fox News broadcasters talking about the egregious, outrageous nature of the murder of our brother George. Fam, I don't even know if I can tell you how important that is. Because the fact is, fam, is that whenever something like this usually happens, the media, both so-called left-wing, moderate, and right-wing media, the very first thing, their go-to, is to demonize the person that's killed. But this shit was so blatant, such a clear violation of this man's rights and the taking of his life, that they stumbled a bit. They didn't even stop to demonize him yet. They were like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this? Shout out to Sister Alexa, shout out to Jackson J. And Black Magic was right. This motherfucker was actually training 2 rookie officers. We weren't expecting the rest of America to respond to the murder of our brother. And why would you, fam? Again, why would you? If you're a child of the enslaved, if you're a descendant of the enslaved here in the United States of America, ADOS, FBA, B1 family, if you're a member of that group, you kind of already know that there's a way this shit goes down regardless of the circumstances. So why would you expect that anybody would be outraged or upset at the murder of our brother other than us? So we didn't account for that. And other people came out and said, wait a minute, fuck this shit. Why are we being nice about this? These motherfuckers need to pay. and shit started to shatter and burn. It started in Minneapolis, and it was a great motherfucking idea. I'm gonna say it again. It was a great motherfucking idea to start kicking the ass of these cops, to start tearing up shit, to start burning up shit, to start liberating property. It's a damn good idea. Wish we had thought of it first. But hey, you cannot accuse our people of fucking up a good idea. No, not at all. By the way, shalom to my beloved sister August, and thank you for the love, sister. I appreciate you. So, Minnesota burned. And the next thing you know, it started to spread all over the country. Chicago burned. New York burned. Bmore burned. ATL burned.
Shalom Mark into the chat room, not able to join today but will be listening in and supporting.
Thank you, sister. We appreciate you. Damn good idea. And so, with the burning, the righteous fires of justice igniting all over this motherfucker, people came out. Not just us. Shit. All 50 states. There was some form of protest against what happened to our brother. All 50 states. All 50 states. Over in the UK. Black folk over in the UK. You know, Caribbean brothers and sisters over there, diaspora folk is getting it in over there. France started getting it in. There's still protests going on in Germany. New Zealand getting it in. I could go on and on and on. And it seemed like, for a second at least, that our people was going to wake up and say, wait a minute, this is different. This is real different. Like, we ain't never had the whole motherfucking world put their eyes on anything that happened here in America to black folk. This is an opportunity, not to necessarily try to get a come up off our brother's memory, may he rest. Not to come up off of Brianna's memory, may she rest, right? Not for that, but an opportunity to finally do the one goddamn thing we should have been doing from word say go. Hurting these motherfuckers to the point that when we demand something, they have no choice but to hear us and to accede to our demands. I'm just keeping it a buck. Like, what was gonna be the ask, fam? We sitting here burning shit up. What was supposed to be the ask? By the way, shout out to Brother Charles, Irby, Brother Brandon. I see you, fam. Welcome to the broadcast. It's been a while. I appreciate you, fam. My beloved sister Toolbox, we're waiting on you. Welcome to the broadcast. Let's see here. And Sister Tiffany, welcome to the broadcast, fam. This last week has been an opportunity that is a once in a generation opportunity. Once in a generation. L, what up, fam? I see you. Craig, I see you, fam. Peace to you, brother. Welcome. If you understand the history of our tribe in this country, our struggle is generational. Every generation gets its shot. We get our shot. Brother Morpheus is in the house. Thank you for the love, fam. I'm just going to let the little automated voice read out your comment because I'm definitely going to acknowledge it. And greetings to you, Sister Toolbox. I've missed you. Welcome back.
The families are coming up by denouncing riots and forgiving for a check. The SWS are donating to do nothing Democrat shill organizations like the NAACP.
Pure facts. Pure facts. Okay? 100% in agreement.
Greetings, Brother Black.
But Morpheus, let me ask you a question, fam. What's new about that? What's new about that? Every time one of our bodies hit the ground in a hail of lead, the families always hold out for a bag and they start talking about, well, yeah, it wasn't racism. This cop was horrible to our family member. We just want justice. We just want this cop to go away. That's not new. Especially once you get Shai Merritt or Benjamin Gump involved. That's almost a given. They ain't trial lawyers. They civil court lawyers. They in it for the motherfucking settlement and the bag. And by the way, we already know that the suspected white supremacists always feel like they could just throw some money at something black and that absolves them of any wrongdoing, absolves them of anything of having to do to actually fix this shit. When you got slick ass Al Sharpton in the mix, none of that is new. Be careful out there, brother producer. I appreciate you, fam. No. The new thing is that we have these motherfuckers shook. We can argue, fam, about people going out to the protests.
Nothing's different except the amount of the overwhelming fake sympathy from the dominant society.
There's that. That's not even new, really. That's not new. I feel you, though. Yeah, there's an overwhelming fake sympathy from white folks all over the globe.
Reparations should be pushed right now.
We're going to get to it, Brandon. We're going to get to it, fam. Trust me on this one. All of what you're saying is true. Everything you are saying is absolutely true. But that's not new. The new thing is that these motherfuckers slipped up and they showed us how shook they are. You see, fam, as black folk in this country, one of the things that we never really see white supremacy do is let on how much we shook them. Never. They did not expect hundreds of motherfucking cities to burn. They did not expect us to not run from the police, but to attack them motherfuckers. They did not expect us. They did not expect this. There's two reasons why they didn't expect it. Number one, because we didn't really let on that this was even a possibility. We never really do. Like I said, the transaction is they do something heinous to us. We get outraged about it. We go out in the streets for a little bit. We might get mad a little bit. We might even burn up one or two things. And then They have a sit down with the family, and the family comes through and says, hey, everybody, we made our point. We need to be peaceful. Right? And we fall back. And our brother or sister is a hashtag for a couple of weeks. And then it's grave. We actually don't think to practice counter-violence. We don't think that when the cops kill one of us, we kill one of them. That's not our go-to. But when the shit kicked off, fam, when the first window got shattered, when the first building went up, and we said, you know what? That ain't a bad idea. And we jumped in and started giving them that work. Fam, they was not ready for that. They was not ready for that.
But notice even Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity agreed the murder was unjustified. No Blue Lives Matter babble from the right-wing SWS. That's new. But am not fooled. None of us should be.
Facts, Brother Morpheus, facts. Facts. Even the fucking most rabid white supremacist bitches in this country was like, God damn, that should not have happened like that. Fam, you had Rush Limbaugh is an arch racist prick. And this motherfucker comes out and says that he was horrified. And that all good Americans, meaning white folks, should be just as horrified. And fam, we tore this motherfucker up. Now, I'll admit, fam, I have my reservations. Because I got eyes to see and ears to hear. And I know that it wasn't us that started the ruckus. I'm not talking about the protests and shit. That was us. That was us 100%. If everybody's out here peacefully protesting right now, you got black folk to thank for it. By the way, thank you, Brother Morpheus, for the love. I appreciate you. Sister Sylvia's in the house. Let's see here. Sister Sherry is in the house. I appreciate you. Philly got it in. Fam, places we haven't even heard of had motherfuckers burning shit up. Raise your papa one in the chat if you ever heard of Portland, Maine. I never heard of Portland, Maine. And motherfuckers was wilding out in Portland, Maine. We was taking it to these motherfuckers' asses.
We built this and we can destroy this.
Facts, Brother Brandon, facts. We showed white supremacy for the first time in fucking forever who and what we are. That we built it and we can destroy it. And for everybody, I mean, look, fam, don't get me wrong. You had your usual suspects, right? Those niggas who talk about, man, look at y'all out here burning up your own communities. Let me tell you something, fam. We own 2% of the wealth of this country as a collective. I'm talking about us, our tribe. I can promise you, fam, that the odds are if you go out and burn up anything, it didn't belong to us. The odds in this matter were in your favor. You were not burning up your own communities. You don't own shit in those communities. Let them fucking burn. You don't own Target. You don't own CVS. You don't own motherfucking Walgreens or any of this other shit. But fam, I gotta admit, I got really motherfucking proud when I heard that there was ass kicking and looting. I'm sorry. unilateral emergency to compensatory economic stimulus going on Rodeo Drive in Beverly motherfucking Hills. New York has and is, I believe, still showing out they natural black asses, and it's a beautiful motherfucking thing to see. We burnt down a police precinct in motherfucking Minnesota, fam. Do you remember that? Third precinct went up in motherfucking flames, fam. They did not expect us. And we got these motherfuckers shook. And I say that this is good. That's right, brother Morpheus. I'm on code, fam. Unilateral compensatory economic stimulus, fam. Emergency style.
Donation just for coming up with unilateral compensatory economic stimulus Lamau.
We got these motherfuckers shook. But hold on a second, fam. Hold on a second. Because as per my usual, I'm going to give you the information and the analysis that you won't really get nowhere else. Because I'm the angry black sheep and I don't give a fuck what you think about me. So I can say whatever the hell I want to say. Let us talk real quick about the process, how this usually goes. Because as proud as I am of my people for burning this motherfucker up, for taking the fight straight to the motherfucking pigs, for practicing unilateral emergency compensatory economic stimulus, as proud as I am, we still on track with the usual. None of what is happening with us is new. Because the next step in the process when it gets to this point, fam, is usually this. Especially if you live in one of these motherfucking democratically run cities or states. Is you get the governor, the mayor, or whoever authority it is out there. Come and tell us we understand your frustration. We see you and we hear you. There they go. Offering that white gaze, that soothing balm of white attention. That shit is almost like crack to niggas. We understand your pain. We see where you're coming from. We decry. We are outraged right along with you. Oh shit. Man, y'all see that white man? He said he mad too. That's when the trickery starts. You see, fam, we got them shook. We kicking their ass. But see, we didn't have that idea. And you can see that from what you're seeing happening right now. You can tell that this whole uprising wasn't quite black people's idea. Because now that these liberals are showing us empathy, whether it's ersatz, false, otherwise, I can't conjecture, but we know from history it usually tends to be bullshit. So they're showing us bullshit empathy. We understand your pain.
B1, we must support B1 Media.
Thank you, DJ J Blue. Man, I appreciate you, fam. We're outraged right along with you niggas. I mean, you people. And we eat it up. That white gaze that looks at us and just covers us like soothing rain on a hot day. Because so many motherfucking niggas love to be told that it's okay by white people to be black people. I'm going to repeat that for you just in case you might have been looking away or not listening or whatever the case may be. Too many black people like it when white people tell us it's okay to be black people. That's when you know the co-op is coming. That's when you know that the energy is about to shift. Fam, we seen elders like Robert Johnson. Thank you, Charles. We seen elders like Robert Johnson get on national motherfucking TV and say, y'all want to fix this shit, white folks? I say reparations. Now, he didn't throw no numbers that no, actually he did. He threw out 14 trillion. Robert Johnson, fam, do you know who that is? That's the dude that founded BET, who got his billions. This nigga could have hung with the boule and brunch crowd for the rest of his motherfucking life and not said shit. And he stood up and said, yep, y'all gonna need to do some reparations. Dr. Darity has been out there on pretty much any media platform you could put it on, getting into work.
What we repeatedly fail to understand is that it's not about sympathy and understanding. They understand. You don't develop a system of dominance by not understanding. It's about remorse that is substantiated by tangibles. We need black-specific policy.
Yes, brother Morpheus. Speak that shit, brother. Fuck, I should just fall back and let him do the show because he's spot the fuck on. Fam, I wouldn't give a fuck if white America felt a goddamn thing about George, about Brianna, about Kenneth, about any of our fallen or slain. It is our job to take the fight to these motherfuckers and demand that we don't get just 72% less police brutality. Oh, we're going to talk about it today, fam. We are going to fucking talk about it today. Welcome, Angela. I hope you stay enjoying the Angry Black Sheep. We are glad to have you. These motherfuckers know exactly what is done. Do you understand, fam, that this is why HR 40 is a spit in our face? Why do we need a government-sponsored commission of trauma porn for America to pretend?
I got his book. We'll talk to you later about it.
All right, Engaging Black. I look forward to it, fam. Why do we need government-sponsored trauma porn for them to pretend like they don't know what the fuck they have done to us for 401 years? Why do we need that? What we need is a tablet. Everything we need involves math. Everything they give us involves emotions. Because they understand something about us that we refuse to tell the truth about. And that is that we don't feel like it's all right to be us unless white America say it's all right to be us. I keep telling us as a people, the longer we hide from the truth about who and what we are, the harder this fucking fight's going to be and the longer of a slog it's going to take. Can we please, family, this is us here, family, talking to each other. So can we please tell the truth about the matter? The truth of the matter is, fam, is that too many of us won't accept being black until white folks accept us being black. Just like we didn't start joining in with the ruckus until the white folks started smashing windows. Come on now. Come on now. If you came here looking for comfortable lies, if you came here looking for kudos, if you came here looking for butter biscuits, you came to the wrong motherfucking place. I don't do sycophancy. I love you, but I will not be a sycophant for you. We didn't start with the ruckus until the white folks did. You know it and I know it. Peace to everybody that's new that came into the chat. Riddler, I see you, fam. Welcome to the broadcast. Oh, shit. Reese is in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Since I'm here, is in the house. Welcome. Peace. Good evening to you. Oh, we're going to talk about this shit today, fam. There's been so much that's going on this week that ain't nobody talking about. Because the co-op has already started. Your energy has already been diffused. The next step in how this dance usually goes after they express empathy is they make us an offer. What do I mean by that, fam? Well, it's kind of obvious that the niggers are mad. Oh, there they go, burning shit up again. Right, we gotta give them something. Now, I can't speak for any of you, but I'm familiar with how the process of making a sale goes. Each individual brings the lowball offer to the table first. Okay? Let's say that I want to buy a pair of J's from you. I'm gonna be like, yo, man, check this out. You know, I love them shoes, man. They're great.
The Moore approach should be the model of all black people globally minus the infighting.
Oh, I hear you, fam. The infighting's a bitch. We're gonna talk about that shit too. So I say to you, hey, fam, I really like them J's, man. But, you know, they do got a scratch on the side. You know, I'm going to try to find something to make it to where I can hit you with the low ball offer. You know what I'm saying? So check this out, fam. Why don't you let me get them for the good, like 75? Now, you know these J's is worth way more than 75, right? So you going to come at me with a counter offer and be like, nigga, is you crazy? Like, nah, man, these the motherfucking... Nah, bro, you headed in the right direction by naming a number, but it needs to go higher, you dig? And so we're going to have a back and forth until finally we get to a point where I'm satisfied and you satisfied. You dig? And then we're going to make the deal. Boom. And I get a new pair of J's and you get a come up. All right? Win-win. So white supremacy makes us an offer. Now, we've already made an offer, fam, whether you know it or not. We already actually put up our cards on the table when we kicked the shit off. We don't realize we did it, you know, because niggas, but we did it. We actually already put our offer up on the table when we kicked the shit off. And you want to know what that offer was, fam? You want to know what that offer was? It wasn't a long, lengthy contract. It wasn't detailed ass data. It wasn't none of that. It was 4 words. I'll say them for you now. No justice, no peace. That was our offer right there. That was the first position, negotiating position of our people. No justice, no peace. 4 simple words. We don't get justice. You motherfuckers get no peace. problem is, fam, is that we was bullshit. We were bullshitting. We didn't realize that we were actually initiating the first part of a transaction with America by uttering those 4 words. We were opening up negotiations when we started burning this shit. When we was cracking them pigs back in the motherfucking head, when we was burning up shit, that was the start of our negotiations. And we laid on the table what the ask is. No justice, no peace. So all that was left to do for these salty ass crackers, all that was left to do for the buckra was to say, well, what justice look like to y'all? That was the only thing they could ask us. That was the only shit we should have been trying to hear from them. What does justice look like to you? And that's when you hit them with the rest. Reparations, remediation, restoration, repair, protection, punishment, the whole 9 yards. But we bullshitted. We didn't see what we was doing as the opening of negotiations. It just sounds fun to us. Yeah, man, what are we gonna say when we go out there and we yell at these crackers? Oh, I know. Let's say no justice, no peace. Yeah, that sounds good, nigga. It's a slogan. Fam, you go out there saying no justice, no peace, but white supremacy knows it's a lie because you don't even believe it. How do I know you don't believe it? Well, the answer is simple. Because now that the white folks ain't backing your play no more on the whole unilateral emergency compensatory economic stimulus piece, now that, y'all blaming the anarchists and Antifa and shit for cracking cops over the head instead of taking credit for it yourselves, right? Now that all of that shit is starting to come to an end, you niggas is out here cha-cha sliding with the motherfucking cops. Y'all out here twerking and shit with the motherfucking cops, voguing and all. They already know that you was bullshitting from word say go, that you didn't even believe you could hold your own motherfucking negotiating position. Because if you really meant no justice, no peace, let me lay something on you, fam, that you probably weren't aware of. We still have not gotten any motherfucking justice. So where the hell is the peace? Why are we being peaceable? They still have not given us justice. Nah, what they gave you is they gave you platitudes. We feel you. It was a horrible, outrageous act this one bastard cop did. They're not talking about punishment. They're not talking about recompense. They're not talking about justice. Because I'm going to tell you, of all the shit you've seen this week, there's a whole bunch you ain't seeing.
It's simple. We need full punishment for WS. We need good members of the dominant society to out the WS. And we need specific policy to give us economic independence from WS.
Facts. Facts. You started off talking about no justice, no fucking peace. Well, you still ain't got justice, but you giving peace anyway. I told you that the title of today's broadcast wasn't going to be something you needed to overthink. No justice, peace anyway. Let's dance. Fam, I'm so frustrated, I almost didn't even broadcast today. Midtown, I see you, fam. Brother Charles, I see you. Welcome to the broadcast. What y'all got is the co-op. That's what they offering you. They offering you what I would refer to in my old community as the okie doke. They offering you the 1-2 shuffle. 3-card money style. You're getting hoodwinked, bamboozled, hornswoggled, tricked, buffaloed. They lowballing you with the weakest goddamn currency that white America has to offer, which is their gaze in approval. When you got white folks out here getting their heads cracked, and y'all not even smart enough to understand what the fuck that means. The cops, the pigs have gone rogue. They have become lawless. They have become a power unto themselves. And we're not the only ones that have to even say that at this point. Did you see what happened to that old white man in Buffalo? He was returning a riot helmet to the motherfucking pigs. He was peaceable. He was just saying, here, guys, you dropped that. They pushed that old man down and cracked his motherfucking cranium, fam. Left his ass bleeding on the motherfucking sidewalk. You are standing in the midst of the most unique opportunity to demand whatever the fuck you want from the United States of America. And what are you letting them feed you? Reform. We're going to pass new laws that make the cops not hurt you. Like the cops give a fuck about the law. They are lawless. Fam, if you take nothing from this broadcast today, take this. Them cops are fucking lawless. They don't give a shit about what legislation is passed. They don't give a fuck about what rules you apply. Every one of them know that it's illegal to apply a chokehold, but they will apply it anyway if they think they can get away with it. And guess what? They have been getting away with it. And you got slick ass Snowbama himself, Barack Snowbama, come out and bust the co-op on Tuesday. You know, America's better than we all think it is. I mean, you know, sure, we have our challenges. And, you know, I really admire the energy of the young people. And bunch of talking loud and saying fucking nothing. The goddamn moralizer in chief. But Black America sucked this dick for 8 years, and it looks like we have no problem with continuing to suck his dick, even though he ain't even in power no more. And sure enough, a pincer movement between Barack Obama and D. Ray McKesson, formerly of BLM fame, you know, the co-opter in chief of what happened in Ferguson, hit y'all with a 1-2 punch called the 8 Can't Wait. So now, family, you don't get to go to the federal motherfucking government, who's the arbiter of all this fuckery that's happened to us long these 401 years. No, they want you dispersed and having fight after fight after fight with fucking mayors and city managers and county, you know, executives and shit, to try to get them to give you less police brutality, because even under the data that they're presenting, it says that, quote, it will reduce incidents of police brutality by 72%. So this means, niggas, they're not offering to stop the motherfucking cops from killing you. No, you only have to be scared 28% of the time when you leave your house now. This isn't even a low ball, fam. This is a fucking insult. They're telling you to your face that there is always going to be some acceptable level of motherfucking brutality practiced upon you. But we being peaceable. That's the move. And of course, you got these lousy ass, no good, do nothing, bootleg, goddamn fail up, office chasing motherfuckers like that bitch Keisha whatever in Atlanta saying, oh, President Obama, I'll take your challenge. I'll institute these reforms right away. You know what else they didn't tell you about this 8 can't wait shit? What they didn't tell you from the data, go research it yourself, fam. Go research it yourself. They didn't tell you that from the data, most large police departments already have most of these reforms in place. Minneapolis has 5 of them already in place. 5 of the 8 that so-called can't wait. LA has 6. And yet we still supposed to expect that if they just institute the other 2, well, it's going to be fucking heaven on earth for us when we interact with the cops? No. No. But y'all fell for the co-op because Barack Obama, I miss a president that speaks with eloquence and can put 2 sentences together. Who gives a fuck if the man can talk? I don't give a shit if he can talk. I care about what he's saying. And isn't this strange, fam? How the moment you start kicking the ass of these motherfuckers, they got plan after plan they want to shovel in front of you then. This 8 can't wait shit looks like something they've had on the shelf for a minute, but they didn't quite know how to bring it out. Fam, aren't y'all getting that feeling yet? That this 8 can't wait shit was something that they had cooked up a few years ago, but it wasn't really nothing that they could really feed it to us yet. So they backburnered it and waited to feed it to us. Y'all falling for the co-opt. Now you got these white motherfuckers talking about defund the police. Let's talk about that, fam. I'm a little older than most of y'all. I'm 47, all right? Some of y'all are very young. Some of y'all about my age. And to my elder brothers and sisters in the chat, I love you. Yeah, some of y'all are older than me. But I can remember a time when police brutality involved simply a revolver and a motherfucking nightstick. You can defund the police all you want. You can take away all the little shiny toys, right? You can take away the MRAPs. You can take away the LRADs, you know, the sound cannons. You can take away the tear gas and the stingers, and you can take away all that shit. You can take away all of that. And a cop will lay your motherfucking head open and bleed you out on the sidewalk with a goddamn baton and a gun. Defunding these pig bastards ain't gonna fix shit for us. Putting less murderers on the streets means nothing.
What you're saying is why the dominant society has their puppets like Killer Mike make the media rounds babbling about local voting. Has been on several MSM shows this past week. That's intentional.
You goddamn right it is, Morpheus. You goddamn right it is. Take a look. The same shit. Okay, fam, I'm going to show you. I'm about to tell you right now how shady this fucking shit is. Okay? Donald Trump, and I got no love for Trump. All right, I'm telling you straight up, I'm not kissing his ass. I got no love for Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. All right, fuck the orange Palpatine. So before you get in your feelings, fuck Donald Trump. But Donald Trump is being universally pilloried for his basically abject failure and refusal to do anything during the Rona crisis. He basically fobbed it off on the states. He said it's up to the state governors to handle this shit. Now, he'll aggrandize himself when he thinks he can get something off, right? Because he's Trump. But he basically threw this shit into the lap of the 50 states and Puerto Rico and all the rest of them. You dig? Completely just said, fuck it. The federal government ain't got shit to do with it. Y'all want masks? We'll try to get you some. Good luck. You want ventilators? We'll try to get you some. Good luck. Universally across this nation for the most part and across the world, Donald Trump is a fucking laughing stock for his handling, or I should say the lack of handling of the Rona epidemic, okay? You with me so far? Donald Trump is a goddamn joke for not doing anything federally to handle the Rona. Alexis, put your information in the chat. If I'm missing something, fam, I'll be the first one to tell you. But from what I've seen, Trump ain't done shit. His federal government hasn't done anything to really address the Rona epidemic or the pandemic. They dropped the ball at every turn. Had we had some federal guidance on shelter in place and stay in place 2 weeks earlier, according to the CDC, at the time I got the information, we would have saved 83,000 American lives had we just started doing shelter in place, stay in place 2 weeks earlier. It's fucking bullshit. But now hold on a second, because I'm going to flip it script. I'm going to flip it a bit. I'm getting off of Trump.
All of a sudden, the dominant society takes Killer Mike as a political expert. Has been on Undisputed, Goldbear, and Bill Maher this past week. Darius, the reason it's him and not new black media on TV.
Oh, most definitely, fam. Most definitely, Morpheus. You absolutely spot on right. But check this out. Barack Obama on Tuesday came out with the co-op, and it gets universal praise. And what is the co-opt? Fuck approaching the federal government. This is stuff that the mayors and the county executives and the city managers gotta handle. So Trump is universally pilloried, dragged over the motherfucking coals, because he said the states can handle it. But Barack Obama receives universal praise for suggesting milquetoast, weak-ass reforms that splinters our efforts, divides us into various factions by city, state, regional. And y'all don't see the co-op? It's the motherfucking mayor sicking the police on you, dogs. It's the motherfucking county manager that's sicking the motherfucking polls on you, man. It's the motherfucking city manager that's sicking the goddamn cops on you. So we not supposed to go above these bastards' heads and request protection and defense for our citizenry from our federal government, as is our right. They talk about our First Amendment right. Our First Amendment right says that we have, see, a lot of y'all stuck. Because you say, hey, they're killing my First Amendment right. I got the right to protest. But you're missing a part. You're missing a part. You have a right to protest for fucking petitioning and redressing of grievances against your government. If you have a motherfucking grievance, you have a right to demand that they fix it. You don't have, they shouldn't be shunting you to fuck off to mayors and this, that, and the third. Your First Amendment right is the highest law in the land. It's the Constitution of the United States. That shit is on the federal government. If your mayor is sending people out to bash your motherfucking heads, to stop and frisk you, to gun you down, to practice brutality upon you, you can't trust that motherfucker. If the city manager is sending the motherfucking sheriffs and the cops out there to do this to you, you can't trust them. If the motherfucking county seat is sending the sheriffs out there to bust you up and to throw you out and to fuck you up, they can't be trusted. You gotta bring in the motherfucking feds. And the goddamn moralizer, bootleg, bullshit artist in chief Barack Obama told us basically, fuck your First Amendment right to demand that your government address this shit as a legitimate grievance. Take it back to the mayor. I'm certain he'll listen. And don't forget to vote. Ain't that some shit, fam? The very motherfuckers that have been sending these goddamn rogue paramilitaries into our communities to practice the brutality upon us, we're supposed to be like, okay, well, fuck it. I guess the few niggas that's here in this city supposed to negotiate with you. And we supposed to negotiate thousands of goddamn different agreements with thousands of different jurisdictions all over the country instead of our motherfucking federal government jumping in and taking care of the shit in all one fell swoop. Kiss my motherfucking ass. You think Trump just denied you your First Amendment right? Barack Obama went on national TV and argued for your First Amendment right to be fucked. And y'all gave him resounding applause. Ooh, that Barack Obama, I sure miss him. I miss having a president that talk good. But you didn't listen to what the fuck he was saying. So y'all was bullshitting. You opened up negotiations and didn't stand on the position that you opened up negotiations with. You, me, we said 4 words, and words have fucking meaning. We said no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace. We are not getting justice, so why the fuck are we giving peace? Fam, they keep offering us emotion, but I keep telling you that what will fix our problems is math. No justice, no peace is an equation. It's a math equation. The 2 variables are justice and peace. We're saying that in the absence of justice, there will be no peace. It's math. It's as basic a math equation as you can get. We've seen nothing resembling justice. So they've arrested the 4 pigs. Great. What the fuck do they want? A cookie? That was what they were supposed to do from jump. How? My people, how? Niggas, how are we rewarding these bastards for doing what the fuck they were supposed to do from word say go? It was obvious in that video that they murdered our brother. They had enough evidence from the video from moment 1 to put these 4 bastards in jail. Because that's another part. That's another part of the transaction, how it traditionally goes. The Civil Rights Act of 1964, signed by Lyndon Baines Johnson, agreed to honor our civil rights. Talking about us as black folk, right? The descendants of the enslaved, right? ADOS, DACS, DOAS, FBA. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Us. They passed a law saying that they were going to honor our civil rights. Except we already had the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments to the Constitution in place. And so we've given the Democrats our votes for damn nearly 60 years on the strength that they just agreed to honor the motherfucking agreement we had already came up with. We rewarded them for doing what it was their job to do from word say go. And we're doing the same shit again. It was their job to arrest those 4 pigs. Why come the pigs that killed our sister Brianna ain't in jail? But we supposed to be piecing it out now. We all supposed to be hugging it out now. We done got our point across, you know. So let's dance. Let's dance, right? We done already, you know what I'm saying? We done already got what we supposed to get, right? We got justice. They arrested the pigs. Ain't that enough? No, nigga, that ain't enough. We ain't got justice until them motherfuckers is wearing football number sentences. Where they in general pop in some filthy prison somewhere with some brothers that can get some hands on them for a long motherfucking time. And that's only in that one case. Because see, fam, there's another trick that we get caught up. The family comes out and says, well, no, it's not about racism, you know, it's about peace and blah, skibbity. You know, we need to peace out. Everybody relax, go home. We're gonna get justice. Like we should listen to them. No disrespect to George's family, but I don't give a fuck about what they talking about. No disrespect to Brianna's family, but I don't care what the fuck they talking about. Because I'm sorry, but this shit is above them now. Our brother George's murder was the impetus. And I'm sorry it came to that. But this shit bigger than George Floyd. This shit bigger than Breonna Taylor. This shit bigger than Mark Black. It's bigger than you. This is a once in a generation fight that every generation of black folk gotta have with white supremacy. Every generation of us gotta pay the blood price. Did you think we were gonna escape it somehow? Every generation of black people, since the first group of black people that been here, every generation got to roll up their sleeves and they got to punch white America in the motherfucking mouth. Now, I'll be honest with you. I would like for our generation to be the last one to have to do it, but it ain't looking solid, fam. A lot of niggas out there is looking real unfamiliar, real suspect. For all of you who know me, you know that I advocate for our tribe, no matter your religion, sexual proclivities, gender, pronouns, you name it. I don't care. Mark Black never chides anybody for who they sleep with, what they eat, what God they worship, how they worship that God. Mark Black says that if you are my tribe, I am for you. I will fight, bleed, and die for you. And I hope that you will do the same for me. But here comes the second part of the co-op. You got these people that we commonly refer to as the alphabet community. You know, LGBTQIA, LMNOP, right? Some of them is black. Some of them is us. Some of them is our tribe's people. And these motherfuckers are cutting our goddamn goddamn throats, fam. So let me get this straight. I'm out here fighting for all black lives in this country, right? And truth be told, I don't have the time to specify which motherfucking black lives I'm fighting for. There's two reasons why that is. Number one, because I'm not fighting for any particular group of black lives. I'm fighting for all black lives. But because I don't say your specific flavor of blackness and immediately center you in the struggle, then it don't count. Get all the way the fuck out of here. Get all the way the fuck out of here.
Exactly. We are upset not because we all love George Floyd like Kobe Bryant. We are upset about the system of WS. We can't listen to these families. It's not about them and they always get bought off.
Pure goddamn D-facts again from Brother Morpheus. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Fuck what the families is talking about. And you know what? Fuck these alphabet motherfuckers too. I'm sick of this shit. You got black people bitching because we ain't saying Breonna's name enough. Even though we've been protesting and fighting for justice for Breonna, by the way, and Kenneth, you know, her man who was there, who went to jail trying to fucking defend her life, right? You feel me? But because we're not saying her name enough to their liking, now they're saying that all of what we're doing to fight doesn't fucking count. There's a trans woman who got killed in Florida, okay? But because we're not saying her name enough to please the black trans community, all of the efforts that we're making to try to save all black lives don't fucking count. We got black, gay, and lesbian brothers and sisters who get fucked up by the police. But because we don't take their names and emblazon them in gold riding up in the sky, right up front, and immediately center them, any effort we make to protect every other black life doesn't fucking count. And these lousy motherfuckers are selling us up the river. You got motherfuckers who just 2 weeks ago was talking about they ain't killing you niggas enough, who are now putting on a show talking about how they support Black Lives Matter. Really? You were just arguing for the police to kill us 2 weeks ago. Bitch, what changed now? Because everybody failed to understand that this thing is bigger than your little individual taste of blackness. And so, because you love your little individual taste of blackness more than you love black people in general, fuck black people. Fuck the descendants of the enslaved in this country. Fuck our fight for justice, our fight for freedom, our fight for remediation, restoration, and repair. You run off to the motherfucking white liberals and kiss their goddamn ass because they'll tell you it's okay for you to just be and do and say whatever. There's no accountability with them because you keep us fucking divided. We got the co-opt. We got the motherfuckers from within our own tribe selling us out for their own little individual teapot of blackness. I don't give a fuck if you like to fuck dudes or women. I don't give a fuck if you consider yourself a male or female.
They are paid agents of dominant society liberals. Divide and conquer. This is why it's dangerous to tell our PPL to vote down ballot for Democrats.
I hear you, fam. I hear you. This is fucking bullshit, fam. This is fucking bullshit. These sons of bitches, look, I'll be the first one to tell you, you should not shade or hurt or disrespect or cause harm to any black people, regardless of whether you agree with how they live it or not. I consistently say that. I don't care how you do blackness. I just want you to do it with me. That's all I ever say. Okay? But this shit has gotten fucking ridiculous. Feminists telling us we ain't centering the sisters enough. You know what? Let me tell you something, fam. Because like I said, I'm the angry black sheep and I don't give a fuck what you think about me. If we want to talk about who should be centered in this whole discussion of police brutality, black men, black males, black boys, by far are the victims of police brutality, by far, more than anybody else, more than trans people, more than gay and lesbian people, more than women, more than anybody.
They use dominant society liberal intersectional babble to divide and find excuses to stay loyal to Zaddy because BM are just as bad. It's propaganda.
Preach on, brother, preach on. But you know what's fucked up, fam? You know what's fucked up? What's fucked up is that brothers understand this to our core. We understand this so deep that even though we should probably be centered in any discussion that involves police brutality, we don't even do it. We center everybody else. We say black people. Every black man I know that's been talking on this subject talks about black people in general, even though we the ones who are, in the words of some of these intersectional bitches, bullet bags. Thank you, cool fam. I appreciate you, man. If anybody got the right to squawk about not being fucking centered in this discussion about police murder and police brutality, it's the black man. But guess what? The one person that has the right to center themselves in the discussion is refusing to do it. Why? Because we understand it is bigger than just us as black men. It's above us now. The one group that's got the right to center themselves is refusing to do it. And you selfish motherfuckers would rather see us all sold up the motherfucking river just because we ain't take your pet murder and highlight it. Like it's a competition to see how many bodies of ours get to drop. Man, them niggas is talking about, George, like we don't have people of ours killed too. What the fuck do you mean? Whether it was George, the heterosexual black man, or whether it was Lachey, the trans black woman, it doesn't fucking matter. They were our people. And we fight for them all, you idiot bitches.
So when suspect movements tell you to vote down ballot for the puppet masters of these liberal agents, red flags should go off.
Look, I'm going to tell you, I'm not voting for no motherfucking Democrat. I made that clear. Fuck the Democrats. I'm not voting for a Democrat for dog catcher. I see clearly the damage the Democrats have done to us and will continue to do to us. Biden is no motherfucking different than Trump. I don't give a shit what they say. Biden is no different than Trump. Fuck Biden and fuck Trump. But I fucking had it up to here with our own goddamn people stabbing us in the motherfucking back because we're not highlighting their flavor.
You preaching tonight.
Thank you, Sister Toolbox. I appreciate you. You know what, fam? I have no problem if you know a trans person or a gay or lesbian person or atheist person or whatever that got killed by the motherfucking cops. I don't have a problem with you highlighting them. And I don't have a problem with highlighting them. Fuck, I fight for them too. I don't have to know nothing about them. I don't have to like anything about them. They are my tribe. I will fight, bleed, and die for them. But you don't get to sell me under the bus because for some strange reason I didn't blazon their name among the stars and immediately center them in the struggle. That's traitor shit. All you doing is helping the white motherfuckers continue to kill us. Whatever your issues you got with black men is, you better work them shits out. We better have some motherfucking round tables and some sit downs and iron this shit out. Cause if we bullet bags today, you stupid motherfuckers, you will be bullet bags tomorrow. And guess who else is discovering that fact? White folks. Oh yeah, see, they thought, hey, Miss Handling It, welcome. Hey, I love you, sis. Welcome to the broadcast. And I'm glad you came to me through information, man. Fam, let me share something with you. White folks in this country have never understood that everything they visit upon us will ultimately be visited upon them. I bet you they understand it now. Because the cops, as I told you, are rogues, lawless fucking rogues, legalized gangs who don't give a fuck about the law. They are equal opportunity head crackers. They are cracking white heads, Latino heads.
The Black Alphabet Soup community is not to be trusted.
There's a lot of them motherfuckers, Darnell, that's some treasonous bastards. I'm not going to throw it on everybody who is a member of the Black Alphabet community, but I will say that there's a lot of goddamn treasonous motherfuckers out there. Our sisters selling us out to the Dems because they're the backbone of the Democratic Party. Funny, y'all the backbone, but then when you try to put one of yours up for one of the highest offices in the land, what was her name? Abrams, Stacey Abrams, motherfucking Joe Biden brought her on national TV and embarrassed her ass. Had her thinking he was making an announcement or something. And he just sitting there like, yeah, she gets it and she can speak to this shit. And you know what? Let me talk to you about Donald Trump. She looks sick than a motherfucker. But y'all willing to say that black men ain't shit because we questioning. After 60 fucking years of no progress, no movement, we owned 2% of the nation's wealth roughly in 1964. And guess what's the percentage today? We own about 2% of the nation's wealth today. What the fuck have the Democrats done for us? Fuck the election. Fuck a Democrat. By the way, you talk about voting for Democrats. You know what? You vote for Keisha Bottoms today. Well, guess what? I saw a tweet by Howard Dean talking about why aren't we vetting Keisha Bottoms for the VP spot? But Keisha Bottoms, the mayor of Atlanta, sending Atlanta pigs to come into your communities and kill you. She's a Democrat. You voted for a baby Democrat who they're now trying to grow up to be a big grown Democrat so she can not only fuck you in your city, but she can fuck you on the national stage. Because when you vote for baby Democrats, guess what? They grow up to be big Democrats. You keep feeding them bastards votes and letting them fail the fuck up, and eventually they become grown-up Democrats. We all know the Republicans ain't no better, but don't sit here and fucking tell us that the Democrats are the saviors. It's clear after 60 years that they're not. Them sons of bitches deserve nothing from us but fire, shade, and smoke. Biden should not even be able to show his motherfucking face amongst black people. Or Barack Obama should not be able to show his face among black people. They should not be able to come to us with the co-op. They should not be able to continue to run okie doke on us. Not when we supposed to be politically savvy enough to see it coming. We're supposed to know this is fuckery. That the 8 can't wait is bullshit. You get 72% reduction in police brutality. No, the negotiation starting from jump was no justice, no peace. I don't want less police brutality. I want zero police brutality. And if there is anything above zero, I want punishment. I want that son of a bitch's life to come to an end. Whether it's behind gray bars or with a needle in their arm. I don't give a fuck what method you choose. I want zero. None. Not 72%. None. And if I cannot get from you a commitment to zero to none, then there will be no peace. I want me remunerations and restoration and reparations and healing and protection for my people. And if I cannot get you to commit to that in its entirety, we have nothing else to discuss. You keep cracking our heads in the streets, and we will keep killing your motherfucking pigs in the streets. Deal? No justice, no peace. But you have so many of us that's just a goddamn slogan. It's just like George Bush said about the Constitution. It's just a goddamn piece of paper. They keep framing and setting you up to send your ass into the prison industrial complex where they enslave you. You know how much a prisoner is worth? A prisoner is worth $60,000. Prisoner labor is the motherfucking plantation. Are they talking about closing these motherfucking prisons? Are they talking about freeing our people? No. Then what the fuck are we listening for? Where do you think justice is? What does justice fucking look like to you? Painting Black Lives Matter on the street in front of a White House? Is that what you think justice look like? Because if so, nigga, I didn't sign up for that. What the fuck do you think justice look like? Now we only got to be scared 28% of the time when we leave the house as opposed to 100% of the time? Is that what justice look like to you? Because if so, I didn't fucking sign up for that. They tore down a Confederate statue. Is that what justice looks like for you? Because they can put that motherfucker up again next week. There ain't no rule against it. And your ass ain't gonna do nothing when they put it back up. We're not gonna go back out in the streets if they put up a motherfucking statue again.
I argued with a supporter of Trump and stated that a settlement is not justice. If I could start a campaign, it would be 60 years to life and no less.
Facts. Facts. And in the states that have the death penalty, I want these motherfuckers to swing. I want them to swing, be fried, have a needle in their arm, whatever the chosen method is, do it for them. Because I can guarantee you, fam, anybody that violates the public trust deserves a penalty unlike no other. I didn't choose to have no motherfucking cops. But if we gonna have them, then them cops need to be at the highest of standards. The highest of standards. You understand me? We were doing all this burning and, emergency compensatory actions for stimulus, for economic stimulus and all of that. Why wasn't we in the jails breaking our brothers and sisters out of jail? I'll tell you why. Because 90% of you niggas believe they should be in there. That's facts. I had somebody, I tweeted a picture of our brothers and sisters in the Chicago jail banging on the windows in support of what the fuck we was doing out there on them streets. And I said, free our people. And the first person that responded was a black person that said, whoa.
Stacey Abrams and Keisha Bottoms are down ballot Democrats. Voting for Dems local or national is suicidal. There are no black agenda ballot initiatives.
Fam, let me tell you something. The first motherfucker that responded was a black man who said, whoa, wait, some of the motherfuckers need to be in there. Like, we can't handle the motherfuckers who need to be in there. Like, we can't take care of that. What the fuck do we even need the police for anyway? I grew up in the hood. You know, everybody in the hood know what the fuck is going on with everybody else. Ain't nobody's business protected in the hood. Man, if you live in the hood, fam, pop a one in the chat if you have lived or grew up or live currently in the hood. Pop a one in the chat if you from the hood, if you my hood peoples. Because I know that y'all gonna feel me on what I'm about to say next. All my hood people, hit me with a 1. That's right, represent hood people. We ain't silent. We in this motherfucker. I grew up in the motherfucking PJs. Shout out to Riverview Projects, KC Mo, motherfuckers. I'm from the hood. Ain't nobody business safe in the hood. Everybody in the hood know what's going on. Everybody in the hood, from little children up to the elders, know who's doing the dirt, know where the dirt being done, know when it was done, know how many motherfuckers was involved. So tell me this, why we need police? We have our Second Amendment rights. Why we can't organize our own people to go deal with the motherfucking bad actors in our neighborhood? Why we need these goddamn invading paramilitary gangs to come up in our shit and tell us who's who and what's what? With no knock raids on our houses and getting the wrong motherfucking houses. Killing babies. Remember little Aisha? She was 7 years old when they busted up in that house and killed that baby on her grandma's couch. They already had the niggas in custody that they was looking for when they ran up in the motherfucking Kenneth and Brianna's house and killed her. The fuck we need them for? Oh, well, Brother Black, I mean, you know, women are sexually assaulted and shit. Fam, have you ever heard of a case where a police officer stopped a rape or sexual assault? I'll wait. Have you heard of one case, where a police officer has stopped a motherfucking rape or sexual assault? So they don't stop rape or sexual assault. So what the fuck do we need them for? Matter of fact, fam, there was a case out of Texas that went all the way to the Supreme Court. It was 3 white girls up in a house. These motherfuckers broke up in the house and spent days raping these women. They called the police. The police drove by the house, did not get out of their vehicles, and drove by. These girls were continually.
If you said black agenda down ballot, I would respect that.
Facts.
And don't tell me your data-loving leaders couldn't think of that on their own. They call it Democrat for a reason. And it's not a good one.
Facts. It's the only thing I disagree with Yvette and Tone on. Is the whole Democrat side of this down ballot shit. I'm with voting down ballot. Or even voting third party. I'm voting for the motherfucking Greens. Shout out to Howie and Angela. Fuck Trump, fuck Biden. I don't do evil. Anyway, fam, to continue my story, over the next few days, these girls were raped and tortured by these 2 motherfuckers. they sued the police department. They said, we contacted them. We requested, demanded their aid, and they did not render it. The case went all the way up to the Supreme Court. And do you know what the Supreme Court ruled, fam? The Supreme Court ruled that the police have no obligation to protect individual citizens. That's right. That's right. The police legally have no requirement, no responsibility to protect individual citizens from any crimes. So why the fuck do we need them? Why do we need them? I don't want to defund the police. I want the motherfuckers gone. I don't want them in my community no more. They can't be trusted with the power of life and death over my people. Fuck the police. When I say fuck the police, fam, I mean fuck all of the police. All of them. Fuck 12. Fuck One Time. Fuck 5-0. Fuck Eagle Eye. Fuck the pigs. I don't want them in our community no more, fam. I want them gone. They can't be trusted to be around black citizens. They can't be trusted around us at all. If you let one of them pigs into our community, they will find some goddamn way to hurt one of them. I want them gone. And any of them that even thinks to violate us, if the state won't punish them, I'm going to. We should. We should have been right there at Chauvin and Company's houses before the motherfucking cops got there. Yeah, I said it. We should have been at Shelby's house, who killed our brother Terrence Crutcher. We should have been at that bitch's house before anybody else. When they sitting at home on that paid leave, I want to help protect the budgets of my community by ensuring that they're no longer on the budget. If y'all won't lock them up and do goddamn justice the way it's supposed to be done, and you don't get no kudos for that, you don't get no cookies for that, you don't get no, oh yeah, we live in a pretty good area because they actually arrest people and lock them up when they hurt us. No, you don't get none of that. It's your job. And if you won't do it, then we will. That's what no justice, no peace means, fam. We don't get no justice. They don't get no peace. This isn't even rocket science. This isn't hard. This isn't something that we should even be needing to have a goddamn discussion on. But no, we having debates on, whether or not we should do the cha-cha or the motherfucking electric slide with the cops. We got babies out there protesting. I can't with you niggas, man. I'm sorry. I can't with you niggas. There's a video going around. Now, she's a beautiful little sister. Don't even get it twisted. It warmed my heart to see the little beautiful sister. She a little beautiful chocolate thing. I mean, fam, you'll probably see the video if you haven't already. But she out there getting it in. Okay? And she's just a doll face. All right, I wanted to grab that little mighty powerful sister and just hug her ass so goddamn close. But tell me this, why the fuck do you got babies out here at these protests? Damn, black people can't even get no motherfucking innocence for shit. We can't protect our babies from nothing? Really? God damn, I love the fire in her. That fire won't die if you nurse it, but nurse that shit at home. But they out there bigging her up. Black girl magic, girl power. Get the fuck out of here. That's a baby. I love her fire. I love her energy. Do not get it twisted. I do not want to squelch that baby's fire. What I want to do is I want to bank it. If you know anything about fires, you know that banking the fire keeps the heat in the coals. So when you need a blaze, all you have to do is just spread them shits out. and off to the races it goes. I don't want to squelch that baby's spirit. I don't want to kill her fire. I want to nurse it. I want to bank that motherfucking coals, and I want to have that flame simmering. So when she's ready and she's out there able to get it in, she can do it with my motherfucking blessing and my backing. You damn right I think she traumatized. Shouldn't no 7-year-old baby have to be out here dealing with this bullshit? You got grown-ass black people that are running from dealing with this bullshit. What you think this do to our kids' minds? I'm with you, mate. I'm with you, mate. I'm sick of this bullshit. This performative, fake-ass, faux revolutionary bullshit.
Mark, I'm so sick of this BS.
When we gonna tell the truth? It don't hurt enough yet. George wasn't enough. Breonna wasn't enough. Whoever else is gonna die next is not enough. It don't hurt enough yet, fam. Let's just tell the truth. We don't really want that smoke with white America. It don't hurt enough yet. They shot one of our brothers in the face with a motherfucking rubber bullet, shattered his goddamn jaw, and pierced his face. Man looked like he had a bullet shot in his face, because guess what? Rubber bullets are actually bullets. They shot another one of our brothers and sisters in the eye. Fam, as a former soldier, if I did some shit like that on the battlefield, it'd be considered a war crime. They're out here gassing people. You can't even use CS gas on enemy soldiers. It's a war crime. But it's okay for these lawless, roving bands of paramilitaries to use that shit on you? And y'all hugging it out and piecing it out? Make this shit make sense. Every time you go out there peaceful, they come out there and provoke you. Like they come out to start fights. And we've seen it time and time again. People out there peacefully chilling, protesting, got some music playing. They talking to each other. They confabbing. They sick of the bullshit. But they're being peaceable. And the pigs will start in. Throwing fucking stingers and flashbangs and CS gas. Because the police ain't gonna give a fuck about these reforms that Barack Obama and D-Ray and all these other cocksuckers are trying to push. They don't give a fuck about your laws. The cops have made it clear. You know that old man up in Buffalo that got his motherfucking cranium cracked by them cops? Buffalo PD suspended the motherfucking police officers. Their emergency response team, the ERT team, you know, SWAT motherfuckers, 57 of them resigned from the ERT team. Not because of the fact that those dudes had cracked that old man's cranium. No, they resigned because of the fact that the 2 officers were suspended. They don't give a fuck about your laws. They don't give a fuck about your rules. They don't give a fuck about your reforms. If they want to kill niggas, they are going to kill niggas. And they don't give a fuck about what you talking about. So now what you gonna do? We done all this fighting and fucking and protesting and all this bullshit, right? And we now are starting it. We now starting to chill. We now starting to go back to sleep again. We now dancing and singing and acting like we done won something. And guess what? We still ain't seen no justice. And they've already made it clear with all the rules and shit that's on the books that they're not gonna honor the rules anyway. Otherwise, we wouldn't be seeing any brutality at all. With all the fucking rules they have in place, we shouldn't be seeing any brutality. So they've let us know they don't give a fuck about reform, about the rules. The cop unions is still gonna be getting motherfuckers back on the force. They're not revoking nobody's licenses. They're not putting anybody in jail. They're not allowing us to defend ourselves and execute these cops on the streets like they execute us. Where the fuck is the justice? None of this shit look like justice to me, but I'm seeing a whole lot of peace, and it don't make sense. I'm seeing a whole lot of peace, and I'm seeing no justice. The equation unbalanced, fam. I thought it was supposed to be no justice, no peace. I'm seeing no justice, right? That part I get. No justice. There ain't shit resembling justice on the menu. There's symbolism. There's empathy. There's no punishment, no remuneration, no remediation, no making whole. None of that. So none of that's on the table. But I'm seeing a whole lot of motherfucking peace. (425-296-1980) is the number, fam. I don't think it hurts enough, Sister Sherry. I know you saying that we all are hurt, but man, the fact is it don't hurt enough. And I don't want it to. I'm not wishing this on us, sister. I hope you understand that. I'm not wishing more pain on us. But God damn it, I can't figure out for the life of me, what the fuck is it going to take? How many more bodies do we have to see drop before we get in their ass and stay in their ass until we get what the fuck we demand? You know what's crazy about it is that our ancestors already, everybody wants to talk about we not our ancestors. You're right. We're not our ancestors because we don't have the guts our ancestors had. Frederick Douglass told us that power surrenders nothing without a demand. They never have, and it never will. You don't go to white supremacy and don't have an ask, but you also don't go to white supremacy without your stick. The transaction for us is as follows. They trade us carrots for sticks. Whenever we approach these white supremacist motherfuckers, we need to be bearing the stick. Instead, what we do is we sit here and say, okay, we need to sand, the stock, the staff of the spear, and I really like this brass and gold butt on the spear. What steel should we use for the head of the spear? Use 1095. That's good, high quality, high carbon steel. And we sharpen it and we sand it down and we buff it and we get everything to a razor's edge. We do everything except throw the motherfucking spear. Black folk got the prettiest spear in America that's never thrown. At some point, you're going to have to throw that son of a bitch. You're going to have to pick up the spear and throw it. At some point, we're going to have to kick their ass and keep kicking their ass until they give us what the fuck we're demanding. Not asking, demanding. And it doesn't have to be all of us, fam, but it's got to be some of us. Shit. Instead, what you got is black people talking about, see, told y'all that wasn't us out there looting, that was them white folks. Man, I'm frustrated deep into my motherfucking soul. We are squandering a once-in-a-generation opportunity because we desire peace over justice. Yeah, I said it. Black people want peace more than we want justice. More than we want righteousness. We want peace. So we keep choosing peace regardless of the level of injustice that's out there. Fam, the last time I checked, that's evil. Desiring to have peace at all costs is evil. Neville Chamberlain wanted to have peace so badly with Germany that he completely catered to whatever fucking Adolf Hitler wanted. Did that get them peace? No, that got their country bombed to shit and back. that got them hit by the blitzkrieg. If you want peace, prepare for war. When we scare America, we get everything we ask for. This week we had America shook. Every camera being thrust up in every face. Every black face should have been saying the same motherfucking thing. And it didn't happen. And we let the co-op happen. We let D-Ray. We let motherfucking Keisha Bottoms. We let Stacey Abrams. We let the Boule Butter Biscuit Bootlick class of Negroes take it over. We let the I'm not black, I'm whatever the flavor they are group take over. We let the motherfuckers say, oh, well, you won't center, this particular person or that particular person. Well, you niggas can keep dying then. We let them take over. It's a goddamn shame. 425-296-1980, fam, is the number. I want to hear from you. This ain't just me talking at you, fam. Although I appreciate y'all support, I appreciate your love. Shout out to Maiden Dade. Shout out to Morpheus. Shout out to Marie, Taj Marie. Shout out to everybody who's giving via the super chat. I want to hear from you. Is Brother Black, because I'm certain that some of you are saying, oh shit, Brother Black gonna get arrested by the motherfucking FBI, man. This nigga's talking that shit. He trying to get niggas caught up. I'm sure there's some of you that's saying that. If you're not saying it now, you will say it when you catch this on the re-up. Man, that nigga crazy. That's fine. I'm not talking to you. And if you feel like me right now, fam, if you feel like me, I'm not talking to you. This message don't apply to you. I'm just informing you. You already kind of know where we at. You've been paying attention too. Go ahead, fam. Call in. 425-296-1980 is the number. You know what it is. Alma said the family isn't demanding peace. People went in the streets to vent. They had no plan. You damn right. We didn't want no smoke. They went out into the streets, Alma, and they did not want the smoke. They just wanted to vent. Man, it's fucked up what the police keep doing to her. That's all they wanted. They was going to get together confab because, the lockdowns that had niggas locked in their house for a while, you know what I'm saying? And wasn't nobody going to go out there with the white folks out there protesting with guns. So this was our turn to get out of the house, I guess. They just want to vent. Get it off their chest that they feel some kind of way about the death of George. We didn't want no smoke. But the motherfuckers cracking windows and burning down shit forced our hand. We said, fuck it. Sounds like a good idea. All right. You know the worst part about all this shit, fam? I recognize this number. What's up, Miss Deanie?
Hey y'all, peace and how y'all doing?
You heard me. You heard me ranting. What's on your mind, Miss Deanie?
What's on my mind is pretty much what's on your mind too. I understand that a lot of us may be afraid to go outside the box when it comes to, actually pursuing what we need. And on top of that, just wanting to settle for something to eat and stop being so angry. But you have to understand that at this point, they're never going to do what you want unless you want to pay the blood price for it. We're never going to have or take justice unless we pay for it.
Oh,
everything.
Hold up, Miss Denny, because I need to hit you with something. I talk about the blood price all the time, right?
Right.
But I need to clarify something for the family and for you. I'm not talking about our blood specifically. You see,
okay, I know. I figured there's more.
Right? Because, when I say pay the blood price, I mean that we should be giving them motherfuckers that work. When they come to us and they brutalize us, we need to be smashing them. Period. And so
You want
that's
some
the
eye
blood
for eye,
price
tooth
too.
for tooth shit.
That's the blood price too. It ain't just gotta be us out there dying. My mother always told me you gotta bring ass to get ass, Miss Denny. Right? If they come in to fight us, they come in to invade our communities, to brutalize us, that's them bringing ass. Well, guess what? We can bring ass too, and we'll see who go home.
I feel you. No, I was saying just shed blood. So the thing is that I think, especially when it comes to exes, we've been kind of programmed to just go along to get along. We've been told by our boomer forebears that it is important that we, dress well, speak well, don't make white folks afraid of you.
Yeah, you got niggas out here respectability and doing respectable rebellion. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all can be loud, but don't be out there looting and tearing up shit. Let's go make the white folks mad. What the fuck is the point of being out there protesting and getting it in if they ain't mad afterwards?
I think the reason that they went out there to peaceful protest, it's kind of sickening. Like, they've been doing this over and over and over. Like, somebody dies. It's a cycle. Somebody dies at the hands of the police. Somebody is murdered at the hands of the police. Then we're upset about it. Somebody gets a check. It's a circle jerk. It happens all the time. When are we going to realize that they're never going to see us as human beings and then fuck them up for it?
That's right. That's right. The fact is, it's like Morpheus just said, by the way, thank you again for the super chat. I'm going to read this one. He said, we need to be on code that non-DOAS, that's us, our tribe, are enemies until we see tangibles. And even DOAS who don't push for tangibles are enemies too. We need tangibles. That's a pure fact. If they're not bringing something actual and real to the table, in other words, they're not talking about keeping the police out of our mother. They don't need no more training. They don't need no more money. They need to stay the fuck away from us. Because if they don't stay away from us, we're going to start killing them motherfuckers. Right? If they don't start bringing tangibles.
72%. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, sis.
Who don't push for tangibles.
It's like, when is 72% something to smile about and be happy about? Because when have you decide, okay, you're going to get 72% of your paycheck this end of this week. That's not what you worked for. What you worked for is what you good is 100%. Because when it's 72% of anything that's supposed to benefit us, a good thing. Like, that's not. They're going to reduce the brutality to 72%.
Facts.
That means we're only going to be afraid half the time. Like, only 28% of the time, black men, when you go outside, they're not, it's 28% of the time where they may kill you.
Yeah, they may fuck you up 28% of the time, but that other 72 though is straight. Make that shit make sense.
It does not make sense at all.
Miss Denny, you are absolutely right, sister. No nigga would accept that if it came to their motherfucking paycheck.
Exactly.
If your boss came to you and he been working you like a dog, had you running all over the motherfucking factory, your hands hurt, your muscles all fucked up, you sore, beat up, brutalized. He done worked you like a dog. And he talking about, okay, I'll only give, I'll give you 72% of your check, what you earn. You feel me? How many of y'all would accept that? How many of y'all wouldn't be trying to fuck that motherfucker up?
That shit. I done busted my ass for your ass all these 2 weeks. I want all of my money.
You would be beating your boss's ass if he tried to pay you 72% of your paycheck. But we supposed to roll over and accept that they gonna stop kicking our ass and framing us and brutalizing us and murdering us 72% less.
But I think a lot of the easing of the protesting began with the speech from Barack Obama. Like, when that happened, it got real quiet. And it's like, well, let's peacefully protest. Let's not, go all crazy. That's what I think it happened. It went completely up when Barack began to speak about it.
Barack is America's greatest weapon. Y'all need to understand that. Barack Obama is America's greatest weapon because Barack Obama serves two purposes. Number one, Barack Obama gives cover to whites. Barack Obama lets whites think that, hey, we've made progress. It ain't as bad as it used to be. Everything is getting better. Everything is cool. You know, I voted for Barack Obama. Everything is fine. Right? So he gives white folks cover, especially these liberal white folks. He gives them cover so that they don't have to put in no motherfucking skin in the game to end the fuckery. And number two, Barack Obama is motherfucking, he's a guy that, he's like that dude with the motherfucking horn doing like this, swaying from side to side, and niggas is just doing this. He's the greatest motherfucking weapon that America could have ever fucking produced.
Yeah, he's that bomb. I'm just saying, he's that real cool bomb. But I just wanted to come on and say, fuck, give him hell. All of y'all, if y'all are still out there, stop Cupid shuffling with the motherfucking police. Stop twerking with the motherfucking police. The motherfuckers will kill you if they get a slimmest fucking chance. Why the fuck would you be out there twerking and Cupid shuffling and electric sliding with them? So what you saying is that they invited to the barbecue. That's what you're saying. That they're the cool police. There's no policeman that's cool.
Facts.
They will all try to kill you if they get a chance. So stop Cupid shuffling with them for real. That shit is retarded.
Yeah, that shit is mad retarded. Thank you, Miss Diddy, man. You know, I appreciate you, sister.
Okay. But I want to make sure before I call it, I just wanted to say I love y'all all. Be safe. And you know, be good to each other. All right. Bye.
I love you, Miss Denny. Peace. A word, ladies and gentlemen, from Miss Denny. Shameful ass shit. Out there dancing and jigging with the motherfucking police. That don't make no motherfucking sense. Now you got Oprah. Oprah was silent as the motherfucking grave when it comes to shit that affect niggas, you know, prior to all this. Now she talking about, we having a town hall talking about where do we go from here. Family, haven't y'all ever noticed that the motherfuckers that never did shit for us before always got the question, where do we go from here later on? Like we haven't been out there fighting, bleeding, dying, up against the motherfucking police, the government, so on and so forth. It's the niggas that ain't never did shit for black people that always got something to ask about. So what we do now? Nigga, you ain't doing shit. Black man, what's good, fam? Talk to us.
Man, y'all just be killing me in this chat. I mean, our chat is on fire. I think, you know, in terms of knowledge.
Yep.
You know what I'm sitting there saying? It ain't no joke in here. It's a few of the some, but god dang, I'm proud and happy to be a part of that few some. I really am. But
I love my black sheep. Y'all are wild.
Sir?
I was just saying, I love my black sheep, fam, including you. Y'all are wild. Y'all runaways.
Yeah, I'm serious. More people come in with some God, dog. What university are you teaching at, bruh? God, dog. Geez, but I wanted to sit there and say today, you know, I went to the cause I told you I'm gonna keep you updated on what I'm doing with the NAACP, right?
Right.
And I went to the NAACP rally today over there in East Texas, but the NAACP president here, he's not that bad. He's really not. He may say, you know, people call a little bit too much for me, but at the same time, he got a strong backbone. The brother ain't no joke, and I'll give him credit for that. But where I'll sit there and tell y'all what I didn't do, what I should have done, that I should have got out there and spoke about guns. And you're right. I think that has to be a part of the conversation because it's in the Constitution, like you said, it's an amendment, right, and all that, and all that going on forward.
Yeah.
And I should have went up there and said that because people think that nonviolence is going to be the answer, and I'm just being from my lips to God's ears. Blood is going to have to be shedded, not from our side all the time.
Yep.
Others just going to have to go. Period.
Absolutely.
And y'all know I told mine. Hey, I couldn't agree. I couldn't agree earlier because I wasn't born in the hood. I ain't got that bad of a story.
No, it's all good, fam.
Yeah, but I'm down though.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, shit. You know the crazy part is that that's the greatest of the co-ops. That's the greatest co-op. What you just spoke on is that we're going to leave all of this ruckus, thinking that it wasn't the ruckus that got them to fucking start talking to us like we mammals, right? It wasn't the ruckus. Right. It was us being peaceable. That's the greatest lie.
Yeah, because
that's the greatest lie that's going to get told out of all this shit.
Y'all remember now, when Michael X did his thing that he's not guilty of over there in Dallas, what they sit there and say, well, we need to have a conversation. We need to talk.
Oh, they hurried up and started talking to us then.
Yeah, when the battle, that's what I'm saying. When the battlefield is even, that's when they hate it. Oh, if it's one-sided and they got you, oh, yeah, I'll do this all day. Like
you know what? Check this out, black man. We should have learned the lessons from them white motherfuckers that was going up to the state buildings loaded for bear, the COVIDiots, the branch COVIDians, right? Who was protesting to stay in place. That was just a few weeks ago, and niggas is still making the same dumb shit mistakes. We just now seen some guns at a protest for black folk. Yep. Some Black Panthers down in Atlanta showed up for the protest with they straps. Yep. That's the first time.
You can't do that here. Stop it. And my chick, my bottom chick over there in Atlanta, my bottom bitch is over there. We can't have this. No, y'all right. We wrong. We fucking up. And y'all need to be respected. We're not doing it right. Why is my bottom chick talking like that? I have no idea.
Man, you got me. I don't know what Keisha on, but I'm glad she ain't my motherfucking mayor. That's all I can say. Y'all down in the ATL, y'all too nice. Cause she couldn't put T.I. and Killer Mike in front of me as authorities on moral any motherfucking thing. Like
no.
This nigga, how Killer Mike sitting up there with a shirt on?
You know what?
Man.
When I used to watch my wife used to watch, what's that thing called? T.I. and Tiny Life or whatever, right? I was so mad because they were watching it, right? And T.I. didn't even know his own kid's football number when he was on the field. Go back and check it. You can check me if you want to. I'm fine. But he didn't even know his own kid's football number on the freaking field.
But he got the nerve to tell.
Number one dad in America?
Man, let me tell you something. This nigga T.I. violates his daughter's sanctity every year by having her hymen checked to make sure she a virgin. But he's supposed to be some sort of moral arbiter on what black people supposed to be doing. Fuck that nigga. And how is Killer Mike gonna be sitting there wearing a shirt talking about kill your masters, and he's sitting up there jaw-jacking with the masses?
No, I don't. I'm not. My daughter's hymen checked? What the hell is yuck? What are you? Anyway, so. That's next level perversion to me. I'm not doing it. I don't want no parts of that. I talk to my daughter. I'll talk to her. We will have the conversation when it needs to be had, but I'm not going to check on her like that.
Yeah, man, that shit is sickening. But the most important part to me, black man, and I know you agree with me on this, fam. I know I'm fucking tired of celebrities. I'm so sick. Fuck black celebrities. Look, Ice Cube this week was talking that talk for a minute, right? Ice Cube was getting it in. You've been following me on Twitter, right? Ice Cube was getting it in for a minute, a good minute. Like every day, Cube was dropping some real shit. And I started to kind of look at Cube like, wait, what? Cube is he back on his NWA shit? Like, for a minute, I'm giving him the side eye, right? Because, not in a bad way. I'm just looking at Cube like, okay, I hear you, fam. Keep going. Then this nigga inevitably starts talking that black and brown shit. And I was just like, yep, That nigga canceled too. Fuck black celebrities. Fuck black celebrities.
Well, you see that with Snoop. Snoop is backing down to Gayle King? Are you serious? We had his back. Oh, man, you did it good. We already right there with you. Just keep talking that talk, fam. We right there with you. And Snoop backed down to Gayle King, of all people.
Man, wait a minute. Susan Rice talking about she got an army to go after Snoop. Bitch, where your army at to protect us from the pigs that's coming up in our neighborhoods killing us?
But y'all know I still say this in the chat all the time. Fellas, get your reps. Girls, get your steps. Because it's going on. But again, and I know you have done this in the past, Mark, but so it's not nothing at you, right? But I don't see how you can suck a white penis or a white pussy and be down for black folks. Because what's the mayor's name in New York City?
What's the name? De Blasio.
De Blasio. He has a black wife. Obviously, his black wife ain't got no say in what he's doing. Because them cops was going around there whooping on black folks like it was an everyday thing. Okay.
Oh wait, what you talking about, fam? Hey, his wife may not be, riding with the people, but De Blasio's daughter got arrested out there protesting in the streets. He couldn't even keep his own motherfucking kids in the house.
But my thing is, his wife don't even have the influence to sit there and say, "Hey, this is wrong. You need to get out front on this." Period.
Yep. Like I sit there and she don't want to.
If my wife can tell me all day, every day, all right, don't fight him. But if you fight him, knock his motherfucking ass out. Knock him smooth out. If we're gonna do it, let's go all the way and do it. I'm not gonna play with you. If I'm coming to bring the drama, I'm bringing everything I have because it's all I have left in me.
Absolutely.
There's no for me to bring it halfway to you. And I'll sit there and tell a cop in a heartbeat, hey, if you ready or not, let's go to the gym and let's go do something. If you think you're just that bad, let's go to the gym and do something.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. If it's this bad.
It don't phase me like that.
If it's this bad, fam.
I don't play with all that small talk and all that chatter and all that kind of stuff. I'm not talking when you come to my car in the first place.
Yep.
Now, if you tell me to get out the car, I'm going to get out the car. I'm going to do what I've got to do. But I'm not going to talk to you. But if you have a real problem, let's go to the gym. Let's go sell this. And you know what? I'm selling tickets to it. So let's see if you really about your life. It's very, very strange to hear you in your form tonight because you didn't want to do a broadcast tonight. Why? This is like fire tonight.
Fam, the reason why I didn't want to do a broadcast is because of my frustration. It's hard to see what you see and know what the outcome is going to be. Fam, I can read what's happening like if it was a book. You dig? And I see what the outcome is going to be. And I'm looking at what could have been. I see two paths from here. One path would have involved us bringing to life a conversation that's been long overdue, which is our remediation, our restoration, and our repair, reparations, right? And the other one is what we about to get. We about to get more bullshit ass reforms. We about to get more window dressing. We about to get word salad. Yeah. And we still gonna be out there bleeding and dying. Nothing's gonna change. Cause see, I didn't talk about, black men, the real tragedy in all of this. By the way, thank you, Sister Monty. I appreciate the love. The real tragedy, black men, in all of this is that we asked for nothing. So white supremacy is going to give us nothing, but they're going to come after us like they gave us something. Right? It's like if we told them to do something for us and they gave us window dressing and we ate the window dressing, but they pushed back on us for having the temerity to even ask them for anything in the beginning, right? There's an old saying that I like to share with y'all that I want y'all to keep close because it's going to serve you in good stead. If you're going to hang for lambs, you might as well hang for sheep, right? Let me explain where that saying comes from. in England back in the days when they had, the king was in charge and fuck parliament and all that other bullshit, right? It was just a monarchy. One of the laws was that if you steal a sheep, it's a hanging offense, right? It's poaching,
Right.
The king's
Right.
sheep and this and the third, and they hang you for it, okay? But the penalty was the same whether it was a lamb or if it's a sheep. So if the penalty is the same if you do a small thing as it is for doing the big thing, then just do the motherfucking big thing. In other words, if America is going to backlash on us, right, for having the temerity, the absolute unmitigated gall to demand the right to our lives, if we're going to experience a pushback from that, right, then if we're going to get the same penalty, whether we peacefully protest what they're doing to us or whether we bring war and chaos to the streets, then why not just bring the motherfucking ruckus? If the penalty's the same, then bring the ruckus.
Well, from my point of view, I'm with you because I remember this was back when I was in my early 20s, right?
Right.
And I had bought, me and my uncle together, we had 22 cows, right?
Yeah.
And they were all pregnant together. They were all pregnant. We had 22 cows. We about to, I'm about to do ranching full time at this point in time. I said, man, this is it. It's over. I'm retired. I ain't going to do nothing else. But the white boy across from us, right, they stole all our cows, right?
Yeah, I remember you told me that shit.
Yeah. And we go in there to the police to tell them what had happened. And, he reared back in his chair, sat down and all, and, crossing his fingers and all, reared back.
Yeah, like this.
Oh, boy, think you had no cows out there? What?
Yeah.
Boy, you ain't had no cows out there. The hell is he sitting there saying? And that's what I'm talking about. I don't fool with him. I don't fool with him like that. Ain't into it, ain't going to do it. If y'all hear about me, it's going to be a bad day because I'm not doing that. I'm not playing that game no more. I'm done. It's over, said, and done with. And I want to thank you for your conversation. I want to thank you for your show. I want to thank everybody in the chat for hanging in there. You know what I'm saying? Because there's other chats out there. I get that. But there's something really, really different about you and what you're sitting there saying. And I appreciate it. It's refreshing to me. I miss the Wednesday shows, okay? I miss the morning show and all that kind of stuff too. But
I'm gonna have to do those again, fam. Those was popular. I do like the morning shows. I think I might start doing that again, man. Little 10-minute little somethings to touch out with to get you started.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Your Twitter on your barbecue was good. It was great too.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
but yeah, Black man, I feel you.
I'm just a follower. I'm just here to listen.
Nah, fam, you a leader too, man. We appreciate your words. We appreciate the spirit you bring to this shit. You know what I'm saying? You are a gun guy, right? We appreciate you, fam.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All day, every day.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna put my what I brought to the rally today.
Oh, fam, by the way, that reminds me. I'm going to need to holler at you, man, because I want to try to put me together a little AR or something, right? And I'm going to holler at you on that. Yeah, I want to try to, get some kits and pieces. I'm trying to keep it, within budget, but I need to put a little something together, so I'm going to get at you on that.
Okay, hey. If y'all want to do it together, everybody in the chat, y'all all get with Mark, and we'll buy all that stuff together all at one time. We can make it together.
That's what's up. You heard the man, fam. Yeah. If you're looking to build an AR, right, an AR-15 of your own, right, so you don't have to go out and spend, like $1,200, $1,300 on one of these pre-made joints. No. You can build a good AR for way less. Yeah. If you're interested, hit me up at blackoutcastmedia@gmail.com. And I will put something together. We'll do something where we can get the parts and all that together. We'll confab on Discord and we'll put together our shit so we can have our tools and our steel together. You feel me? I appreciate you, Black man.
I got to figure out all that Discord and the Patreon. I got to figure out all that.
Yeah, don't worry, fam. We're going to work with you on it. We're going to get you straight.
All right.
Hey, love you, brother, man. Peace to you.
Thank you, Mark. Peace, fam. See y'all.
Black man in the house. Hell yeah. It's time to do it, fam. See, they wasn't expecting us to stop talking. See, I get inspiration from all our family, right? Let me share something with y'all. Let me find my damn phone here. Here we go. Just a little something that I picked up from the esteemed brother. The esteemed brother, Langston Hughes. This poem, fam, is called Warning by Langston Hughes. Look it up. Warning. All right, here's the poem. Negroes, sweet and docile, meek, humble, and kind, beware the day they change their mind. Wind in the cotton fields, gentle breeze, beware the hour it uproots trees. Fam, I've been telling you that when you done talking, right? When you done protesting, when you done talking, you're going to bring a reckoning to this country like it's never seen. And they will have to deal with you. We actually have that opportunity right now, at this moment. But if we let the co-opt happen, if we let Snowbama, with that soothing balm of whites calming them down, saying, oh, you guys are all right. America's way better. Everything's all gravy. While moralizing the shit out of us. Because don't forget, we chastised Trump for calling us thugs during the rebellion. But if I remember correctly, when our brothers and sisters in B-More held their rebellion, Barack Obama called them thugs, did he not? Didn't Trayvon, John Crawford, Tamir, Eric Garner, Philando Castile, Alton Sterling, Rekia Boyd, didn't they all die during motherfucking Snowbama's administration? And this nigga had not one but 2 black AGs? And we couldn't get nothing resembling justice? Who the fuck is he to think he can even come and talk to us? Make that make sense. We had hundreds of bodies die during his administration. And he got the nerve, the absolute nerve, to think that he could talk to us about anything regarding police brutality. Nigga, if you don't shut all the way the fuck up. I don't want to hear shit from Barack Obama. He is not qualified to speak. I don't want to hear shit from his former AG. I don't want to hear shit from none of them. I don't want to hear shit from Jim Crow Joe Biden. He was VP for 8 years under Barack Obama's administration. And all these reforms he's talking about he want to do now, he couldn't get done then. Mr. I work across the aisle with white supremacists like Strom Thurmond to get shit done. He couldn't get that done. He couldn't get the police to stop killing you in 8 years. Fuck Jim Crow Joe too. He can't speak on this. He's not qualified to speak. Y'all better wake up, fam. Y'all better wake up. The co-op is happening. The white liberals, led by the white liberals, because the white conservatives at this point just want peace and fucking quiet. They don't even care about these same people that were protesting being locked in their motherfucking houses for a few months while we try to tamp down on the Rona, right? The ones that went out with guns to protest that are happy as fuck to have the National Guard in the streets. All of them out there licking motherfucking jump boots like this shit tastes like chocolate. They're like, right? So the white conservatives ain't gonna say shit. But the white leftists and their black pets and the pets of Caucasians, I mean people of color, right? The people of choice, they're all about to get around a narrative that is going to have everybody getting something. That's going to have everybody getting something they want. And yet again, we're going to be left in the motherfucking shuffle. And I don't want to see it. It don't have to happen. And I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it, fam. The blood price has to be paid, whether it's ours or theirs. Nothing in America comes without sealing the deal in blood. Nothing. So, fam, I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping this thing up. I want to say that I appreciate everybody who's tuned in. I want to appreciate everybody who gave a little something today, man. I appreciate Morpheus. I appreciate Miss Denny, Sister Monty, everybody that contribute, right? We know what's up, fam. We just got to stop acting like we don't know. Obama called us thugs too. Obama talking about helping, his 8 can't wait plan is going to help reduce police brutality. This motherfucker, when it came to the police brutality we experienced under his administration, signed in the Blue Lives Matter law, giving additional motherfucking protection to the police. This nigga should not be allowed to speak on shit when it has to do with us. He is persona non grata. That's all I got to say on it, fam. I want to thank you all again as per usual. I hope that y'all have a fruitful, and I hope I'm not as frustrated anymore. I got the shit off my chest. So I hope that what I said today gives you a word, gives you some inspiration to show you that, hey, your frustration is valid. There's a lot of fuckery coming at us from multiple sides over what should be a moment for great justice for us. But we are going to get the justice we take. No more, no less, and nothing else. I love you all, fam. The chat got quiet, so I don't know if it's because I'm disconnected from it or y'all not typing, but I want to say thank you all again. I love you. I want to wish you all, as always, love, peace, prosperity, and power. Real power to our people.